Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn about the looping concept in JavaScript. So before learn the looping concept, we need to know that why we need loop. So let's start with some problem and then come to the solution. So the problem is, if I ask you to print from 1 to 5 in your browser, then how are you going to print? So let's try that. So to print from 1 to 5, we obviously need 5 variable, right? So let's declare that where variable 1 equal to 1. So I'm doing the variable declaration and initialization in the same line. Variable 2 equal to 2. Okay, so here is our 5 variable which everyone is containing from the number 1 to 5. Okay, now we are going to print them in our browser. So to print them, we have to write document dot write, and the name of the variable 1 should go first as it's content 1, and then document. Okay, now if I save this file and go to our browser and refresh it, it will print 1 to 5, right? So all the numbers are looking clumsy. I mean, all are showing with no gap in between. So I'm just going to append some space. Okay, so I'm append some space after each number. So if I do save, now go back to our browser, if I do refresh, you'll see now it's look good. Okay, so we achieve our goal, right? So now if I ask you to print from 1 to 100, then what you will do? Are you going to declare 100 variable and going to assign them each one by one number, and then going to write this document.write function 100 times? That is not good, right? That is lot of code and take lot of time. So if I ask you then 1000, then what will do? It is not possible by a human. It will take lot time, but we can achieve this within a single minute. How? By using the loop. That's why the concept of loop came. So there is 4 type of loop present in JavaScript. One is while loop, one is do while loop, one is for loop, and another is for in loop. So in this video we will see do and while loop. In the another video we will see the for loop, and we'll see later the for in loop, because the for in loop need object to be print, that is used only for the objects or array. Okay, so we'll see that for in loop in our future video. So let's start with while loop. So how while loop look like, and what is the structure of while loop? So for now I just do comment of all of this code. And so to write while loop, we have a keyword called while, and after that bracket. In the bracket we have to write some condition. This is called also loop condition. After that a pair of parentheses, and inside of that the statements which going to be execute. Okay, and after that there is a incremental operation, increment. So increment of what? Increment of a loop variable. So every loop also need a variable. Okay, so we have to declare some variable over here, where variable 1, and I assign it by 1, as our loop going to start from 1. So our goal is to write or print 1 to 5 in our browser. So our loop will start from 1 and it will end to 5. Okay, so I have a variable called variable 1 which is assigned initialized by 1. Now in the condition, what the condition should be? The loop will execute based on this condition, and every time the loop will execute, this condition will also check every time. Okay, and until this condition get false, the loop will continue. Once this condition get false, the loop will stop executing all the statement inside of it. So based on that we have to write the condition like way. So so our goal is to print the numbers. Okay, so I need to print the variable, so I write the document.write function over here, and variable 1 only, and append some space with it. So you see that variable 1 is containing only 1, then it will always print 1, right? but we're going to write some increment operation on it. So what is that? So I'm going to write variable 1, okay, and equal to plus plus, which is incremental operator we have seen, and variable 1. What will happen is every time loop will execute, the variable 1 value will be incremented by 1 and it will again store into the variable. This way we will get different value each time the loop will execute. We will see all of these things in the next video while we execute the whole loop section in debugger mode. Don't worry, it's pretty simple. Now the condition part. So what the condition should be to execute this loop 5 times? So it's pretty simple, like if I write variable 1 is less than equal to 5, so just go with a dry run, like when the JavaScript compiler will come over here, it will check the variable 1 is less than equal to 5 or not. So currently variable 1 value is 1, so 1 less than equal to 5, that is true. So it will come over here and it will print variable 1 which is containing value 1. Then it will come to this line and it will increment the variable 1 value by 1 and it store into the variable 1 itself. So now the variable 1 value is 2. Okay, so it will go back to the loop again, as it is this whole structure is within a loop, so it will not come out of this loop. So it will go again to the top line and it will check this condition again. So now 2 less than equal to 5 or not? Yes. So it will come again and print 2. Now 2 will change to 3 in this line and assign to this variable 1. So 3 less than 5, yes, and it will print 3, and again it will become 4, and 4 less than 5, yes, it will print 4, and then 4 become 5, and it will check 5 less than equal to 5, yes, and it will return 5 over here, and 5 becomes 6. So it will check now 6 less than equal to 5 or not. So it is false, right? So once it gets false, it will not going to execute any of the code inside of the loop, so it will just came out from the loop. Okay, now if I print here document dot write and out of loop, and if I append the variable 1, I just copy this and print the same, like I'll just change the tick is before the loop, and it's printing the variable 1. Now what you'll see, before the loop the variable 1 value is 1, so it will going to print 1, and after that it will print from 1 to 5, and then out of the loop then the value of the variable 1, which is becomes 6. Okay, so save it, open our browser and refresh. Okay, maybe I do miss something. Okay, so I write it wrong, W, it should be W. I just do a small spell mistake, sorry for that. So now save it, now go back to our, and if I do refresh, okay, so before the loop it's print 1, after that 1 to 5, and out of the loop it's the value of variable 1 is 6. So it's proof, right? So just if I just remove these lines, I do comment of this line, and if I do save, now go back to our browser, if I just refresh, it will print 1 to 5, right? So whatever we have achieved before with of these lines, we can achieve this within these few lines. Now if I ask you to print from 1 to 100, what we have to do? We have to do just change this 5 to 100. That's it. Just save it, go back to your browser, refresh it, and it's print all over 1 to 100. That's pretty simple, right? That's why the loop comes in the concept. So this is called while loop. Now we will see do while loop. So what's the difference between while and do while? So let's see the structure of do while loop, so you will get easily understand. The do while loop come with a do at the beginning, and then the pair of a curly braces, and the obviously these some statements. So I'm just copy paste same statement over here. I just do comment this loop, because otherwise this is going to execute. I have a variable called variable 1 with a value 1, and I have a do statement over here, and after the do statement I should write a while with a condition. So same condition I'm going to write here, variable 1 less than equal to 100, and save it. And if I just write it 5, save it, and if I go back to my browser, refresh it, it's print 1 to 5. So that means our do while is running good. Now I'll show you what's the difference between. So I just open this code, and let's change this condition as if variable 1 is greater than 5, and same condition I'm going to put here, variable 1 greater than 5. Okay, so now what will happen if I just comment down this loop and only execute this while loop? We'll see what we'll see. So if this refresh, there is nothing printed over here, right? Because it's obvious, because variable 1, which value is 1, is not greater than 5. So at the beginning it is return false, and it will not execute this loop. So nothing is executing from the beginning of the loop. Okay, but what happens if I execute do while loop? Again, comment down and comment out this one, and if I run the same code with the same condition, then what will happen? Go back to our browser, and it's print 1. Why? So what do while loop actually do? So do while loop let you execute your code at least one time. So first it will execute your code, then it will check the condition. So while loop do, it will first check the condition. If the condition is true, then only it will let you to execute your code. If it is false, then not. But in the case of do while loop, it will first execute your code, and then it will check the condition is true or false. If it is false, then okay, I'm not going to execute the code again. Okay, but if it is true, okay, you can execute. So there's the difference between while and do while loop. Okay, hope you understand it well, and in the next video I will show you by the use of debugger how the while loop actually do work. Okay, so that is for this video. If you understand the video well, then please give it a like, or if you have any doubt or any question, please ask me in the comment section, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.